fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
These punches coming from every angle. How about that time counter shot? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. It's all offense all the time.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The hook was off target. Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweet.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. That counter shot lands. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. He settled back in, but needs to play some defense.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? That straight hurt him.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. That lead uppercut, such a dangerous punch to throw, but it pays high dividends. Swing and a miss with that hook. Do you believe this? What skill? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Every time they drop. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Switch up completely. Get your mind back on it. Get this boxing back together. Use a course to this one. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win it now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out. The first minute, stick on the jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. And put it back on him in this round.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones. Oh, my word. Down goes RJJ.
Yep.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, Bob. I want the corner now is helping them doing their job.
Sugar just got... He's back on his feet, but for how long? This could go south in a hurry.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and
this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
It's a tough fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go.
Look at me.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Misses with the jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble.
Don't steam it. Don't walk onto it. It'll be dangerous.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal. Defense, defense, defense is everything. everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not. They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. He's shot.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
He's gone. He's gone.
And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How did they survive that?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. He's back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's been in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. They try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy. Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. They're boom. Back in the face.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
He's got to wake.
Robinson. But final 10 seconds here, and this has not been. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' score. You could not have chosen a better venue for this one. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188. And facing him here, one of the greatest boxing champions in England's history, Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Carl the
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch.
Welcome inside this unit. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Swing and a miss with that jab. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in, you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
Don't score with that right uppercut. fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Not a lot of defense here at all.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And he just missed with that left jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? He threw a punch and just got countered. Missing with the hook. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
You've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be. And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Missed him with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. Carl Froch seeing cobweb. Disaster averted, it seems. We get Froch in trouble. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. And finally, Carl Froch goes down. Good for him to get back up on his feet, but is he just a glutton for punishment?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if they come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hold so much. He's got to block.
Every time they throw a shot, they get counters. Caution being thrown to the wind. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of whether it's man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are with...
Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they get into trouble. Oh, Froch, we didn't see this coming. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full bell, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
No rest for the weary. Froch in trouble. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Maybe not as hurt as we thought, but he can't continue to take those punches. What is he doing in there?
Defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs. Not many people would...